Frankfort is seeing a recent rash of overdoses. We talked to hospital officials. We'll tell you what they're attributing it to.
Coming up, a man in a high-profile murder case wants the death penalty taken off the table. And astronaut Scott Kelly is back on American soil, but the work from his year-long mission in space is far from over. What he's up to now, coming up.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon to you. Amber Philpott reporting it is a stunning number. Doctors in a central Kentucky community say they've seen more than a dozen overdoses this week. While all the patients have survived, there is concern about what's causing the spike in Frankfort. WKYT's Caitlin Sentner is in the state capitol with the details. It's our top story at 4:30.
It's something hospital officials don't normally see. We're talking close to 10 overdoses in a day's time. The Franklin Regional Hospital emergency room flooded with heroin overdoses earlier this week, followed by 2 more Thursday morning. Right now, they're attributing the recent rash to a bad batch of heroin. That means the heroin was probably cut with something else or more of something to make it more potent. Physician Tyler Corey says if the drug looks different than normal, such as being a different color, then it's a telltale sign something is off. But regardless of the drug or the makeup, he says he will always do the best he can to take care of his patients.
It's just our job. It's what we do. You know, someone comes in, they need our help, regardless of if it was self-inflicted or not self-inflicted, we're going to save them.
Hospital officials say luckily they've been able to save every one of these patients from overdoses, but that's not always the case. In Frankfort, Caitlin Sentner, WKYT.
And we contacted police multiple times today, but they would not comment on the recent rash of overdoses. Attorneys for a man suspected in a high-profile Lexington murder case are fighting to take the death penalty off the table. Mark Taylor is accused of murdering Alex Johnson in December of 2013. Police say Taylor and another man lured Johnson into their car, beat him to death, and then dumped his body in the Kentucky River. Today in court, Taylor's attorney lobbied to have a new hearing to discuss why her client should not face the death penalty. The judge scheduled that hearing for next Friday. A Central Kentucky woman convicted of murder found out how long she'll stay in prison today. A Scott County judge took the jury's recommendation and sentenced Melinda Turner to 30 years in prison. She was convicted of killing her boyfriend. Maxwell Pomeroy was stabbed to death at a home in Georgetown in 2010. We'll have more from the courtroom on WKYT News at 5:30. The Kentucky Senate has voted to toughen the penalty for attacking and wounding police dogs. Under the bill clearing the Senate today, anyone attacking a police service animal with a gun or knife would be guilty of a felony regardless of whether the animal returns to duty. Offenders would face 1 to 5 years in prison. Currently, if the wounded animal returns to service, the attacker faces a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail. Well, after the quick burst of snow we saw yesterday in some places, we can look forward to a warmer weekend. We're looking at some sunshine and some good temperatures. It's also a good time to talk about being prepared for severe springtime weather. That's why Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is live for us at the Kroger Marketplace on Richmond Road. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Amber. That's exactly right. We've had a lot of folks already coming out to see us this afternoon, including one who came all the way from Carlisle, Nicholas County. Tanya Morris here. You picked up 2 weather radios. Why is it so important for you to get weather radio?
Because I'm scared of storms.
Yeah, and these will alert you, and we programmed those for your county, didn't we?
Yes.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming out with us, all right? So she got 2 at a good discount, and we've got discount prices on those Midland weather radios here. We're in the back, by the way, of the Kroger store here on Richmond Road in Lexington. Come on out and see us. My boy Jim Caldwell over here, hard at work, or hardly working, one of the two, but he's over here programming weather radios for the folks, so you get it specifically programmed for your county. So if you're in Lexington, you can only get warnings for Fayette County if that's what you want. If you're in a surrounding county, you can get multiple counties as well. We will hook you up with that as well. We've got the folks from Lexington Fayette Emergency Management here as well. They're going to have a drawing coming up for a free weather radio a little later on. All right, let's talk a little weather now as we roll our way into the weekend. And let's show you what's rolling into town, and it's better weather. It has to be better weather. March has got to bring it a little better than what we've been seeing over the past few days. A little look outside as of right now at our live sky cams from across the entire area. It's a mix of some sun and clouds. We've certainly had more clouds than sun across the region today. Those clouds are going to hang tough as we go into the evening. Few peaks, though, in the sun coming out into Franklin County, into parts of the Lexington area over the past 15-20 minutes or so. That's boosting temperatures into the bluegrass region toward 40, if not the low 40s. Eastern Kentucky, we're still stuck into the 30s, where we have snow on the ground yet again today. As we look ahead and see what else is shaking on your Defender radar network, nothing coming from the skies. Even though we've had the clouds, we started out the day with a few flurries or some patchy areas of drizzle into southeastern Kentucky. All of that moving away, and you see the clouds into the mix. And a couple of holes, though, to our northwest. That's what we're trying to get in on before the sun calls it quits out there. We jump ahead to the 7-day forecast now, and we can show you exactly what we are looking at as we make our way into the forecast for the evening. Temperatures look good, but by the 7-day forecast, spring begins to actually show up across the region. That shows up as we go into the early part of next week with temperatures that will mainly be jumping from 70 to 75 degrees into most of the area. We'll get that 7-day forecast a little later on. So Amber, again, come on out here to Kroger on Richmond Road, and we'll hook you up with a Midland Weather Radio.
Good deal, Chris. Thanks so much. If you are planning to head south this weekend, you will need to find an alternate route. A rock slide shut down I-75 last weekend just south of the Kentucky border in the Jellicoe Mountain area. The Tennessee Department of Transportation released this video of work being done. Crews expect to reopen the southbound lanes by March 17th, and they hope to have at least one northbound lane open by March 24th. Astronaut Scott Kelly held his first news conference today after returning home from a year-long assignment in space. NASA hopes to study Kelly to see how space affects the body over a long period of time. Mark Albert reports from Washington.
It's great to be back.
NASA astronaut Scott Kelly met with reporters Friday at the Johnson Space Center in Houston and described how his body's adjusting back on Earth.
My level of muscle soreness and fatigue is a lot higher than it was last time. I think coming back to gravity is harder than leaving gravity. So, I don't know, maybe the aliens got it a lot easier than we do.
Kelly set a record for an American astronaut. In his 340 days aboard the International Space Station, the now 52-year-old circled the Earth 5,400 times, traveling nearly 144 million miles. He saw nearly 11,000 sunrises and sunsets and dazzled us with his social media photos.
It's a real privilege to be part of this and part of something so great.
NASA revealed Kelly grew by about 2 inches while in space because without gravity, his spine expanded. Scientists will study Kelly to find out how else a year in space affects the body. Kelly was back to normal height within a day. The astronaut will be compared to retired astronaut and twin brother Mark Kelly to measure differences in the brain, eyes, bones, and organs.
Anything we learn about people, any place, is going to benefit life on Earth.
That testing could last longer than Kelly's entire term in space. Mark Albert, CBS News, Washington.
NASA hopes to use the data they collect from studying Kelly to prepare a future team of astronauts for a multi-year mission to Mars. Closing arguments are underway in the civil case involving sportscaster Erin Andrews. She is suing her admitted stalker and the Nashville Marriott for $75 million after a man secretly recorded video of her naked in her hotel room in 2008 and then posted it online. The defense says Andrews' income and career increased after the video was released, but she maintains doing her job became much more difficult and that her former employer, ESPN, made her give a national TV interview about the scandal before she could return to work. After a successful run at the box office, Star Wars: The Force Awakens has set its sight on your home theater. Find out when it will be released ahead on WKYT News at 4:30.
I'm Alex Trebek. If you're age 50 to 85, I have an important message about security. Write down the number on your screen so you can call when I finish. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. This is a lock for your life insurance, a rate lock that guarantees your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. But be careful. Many policies you see do not have one, but you can get a lifetime rate lock through the Colonial Penn program. Call this number to learn more. This plan was designed with a rate lock for people on a fixed income who want affordable life insurance that's simple to get. Coverage options for just $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day. Act now, and your rate will be locked in for life. It will never increase. Guaranteed. This is lifelong coverage that can never be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Guaranteed. And your acceptance is guaranteed, with no health questions. You cannot be turned down because of your health. Call for your information kit and read about this rate lock for yourself. You'll also get a free gift with great information. Both are free, with no obligation. Don't miss out. Call for information, then decide. Read about the 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. Don't wait. Call this number now.
Call 1-800-440-4200 for your free information and a free gift. There's no obligation. That's 1-800-440-4200. Or visit us online at colonialpenn.com. That number again is 1-800-440-4200. 1-800-440-4200. Call now.
Did your family set a goal to become healthier in the new year? One family did and lost 300 pounds at Ageless. Bruce lost 92 pounds, Adam lost 64 pounds, and Catherine lost 151 pounds. For a medically supervised, affordable weight loss solution, call Ageless today for a free consultation.
Get weather plus traffic with a WKYT weather app. Have the Defender Radar Network in the palm of your hand while checking your driving conditions for your commute on the same screen. Weather plus traffic on the WKYT weather app. Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Hey everybody, we're back here at Kroger on Richmond Road in Lexington. WKYT partnering up with Midland Weather Radios to give you a discount price on weather radios that will alert you in severe weather. Severe weather watches, warnings that are issued. You can set those up to have an audible tone that will alert you to check those, and they could give you life-saving information. Jim Caldwell joining me today. He's behind me setting up the weather radios, and you can specifically program these to only alert you to a county or two, whatever county you're in. If you just want one county alerted, instead of having it go off every time there's a watch or warning issued across the entire area, you can get it specifically for the county you are in. We're here on Kroger, at Kroger on Richmond Road until 6:30 this evening. Come on by and we will program this weather radio specifically for your needs. And folks from the Lexington Fayette Emergency Management are here as well. We'll talk to those folks coming up here in a little bit. Let's focus on the weekend forecast. We've made it through a rough and tumble first few days of March, and we are making our way into the weekend with some better weather rolling on into town. Let's talk about the temperatures across the region as of now. It's a little colder in the east with readings that are into the mid and upper 30s. That's where you have snow still on the ground, 40s across parts of central Kentucky. Nothing on our Defender Radar Network, both on the short range view, and we broaden out that view to show you the entire region with a little bit of cloud cover that is out there as well. And those clouds especially thick across eastern and southern Kentucky. Some holes and a peak or two of sun showing up into parts of the Bluegrass region and points north and northwest from there. That bodes well for at least a dry evening across the region. 3-day threat track, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Tomorrow, got a shower chance moving in, courtesy of a cold front that will blow some gusty winds back into the region. Those gusts tomorrow, 30-40 miles per hour at times. It's kind of an ugly day. Sunday into Monday, now we're talking. Weather gets better on Sunday, and it gets a whole lot better as we go into our Monday with temperatures that will be pushing 70 degrees early part of next week. Let's show you how we get there. Hour by hour forecast. Evening ahead of us. If you're out and about for a night on the town, those temperatures will mainly be dropping through the 30s with mostly cloudy skies carrying us through tomorrow morning. That is when we watch another little fast moving system that can bring a couple of showers into parts of the area. Not going to rain all day tomorrow, but again, it will rain on occasion. So just a gusty shower or two as that cold front makes its way on through the area. That'll lock temperatures down as well. Heading into tomorrow evening, the numbers continue to come in a little colder now through the afternoon and evening. So by the time that 11 o'clock rolls around tomorrow night, many areas dropping into the upper 30s and low 40s. Sunday morning, clouds around. Temperatures into the low 30s by the afternoon. Those numbers will be topping out 50 to 55, mix of sun and clouds. We advance that into Monday. Now let's talk about spring finally beginning to do its thing with temperatures that will be topping out mainly into the upper 60s, and I think many areas will flirt with 70 degrees before Monday is through. And on the 7-day forecast, that is a sign of things to come. Readings as we go into next week will be topping out right around 70, if not a degree or two better. The only problem with that is we'll get some thunderstorms that will join the party. That's spring in Kentucky, after all, especially middle and end of next week. We get those rounds of showers and thunderstorms, but at that point, we're going to be talking about springtime air that is really settling in across the entire area, courtesy of that big ridge of high pressure across the southeastern seaboard. So much better weather ahead, and that includes over the weekend, especially by the time Sunday rolls around.
It's all about becoming a new you. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about with a story on two single moms starting a new business. We'll tell you about it when we return here on WKYT.
Prepare your heart for the ultimate showmance.
Blair plus Brody equals Bloody.
And it's a monumental model meltdown.
I really don't know what I have to do.
New Amazing Race, CBS tonight.
When you not do dangerous, we do calculations.
It ain't easy being a genius.
This is gonna be so much fun. What's the point in us if we don't protect the world?
Welcome to Scorpion, everyone. Scorpion, CBS this Monday.
Savor something different every day. Just ask for the $3 sub of the day at Subway restaurants. A different 6-inch sub every day for only $3. Classics like the meatball marinara and Italian BMT, plus favorites like the turkey breast and turkey and black forest ham. 7 days, 7 subs, $3. Subway, founded on fresh.
Important message for women and men ages 50 to 85. Please write down this toll-free number now. Right now in areas like yours, people are receiving this free information kit for guaranteed acceptance life insurance with a rate lock through the Colonial Penn program. If you're on a fixed income or concerned about rising prices, learn about affordable whole life insurance with a lifetime rate lock that guarantees your rate can never increase for any reason. If you did not receive your information or if you misplaced it, call this number now and we'll rush it to you. Your acceptance is guaranteed with no health questions. Please stand by to learn more.
I'm Alex Trebek, and the announcement you just heard is for a popular and affordable life insurance plan with a rate lock guarantee. That means your rate is locked in for life and can never increase. Did you get your free information kit in the mail? If not, please call this toll-free number now. In the last month alone, thousands have called about this plan with the rate lock guarantee through the Colonial Penn program. And here's why. This plan is affordable, with coverage options for just $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. Your rate is locked in and can never go up. And your acceptance is guaranteed. You cannot be turned down because of your health. See how much coverage you can get for just $9.95 a month. Call now for your free information kit. Don't wait. Call today.
Call 1-800-909-4488 for your free information and free gift. There's no obligation. That's 1-800-909-4488. Or visit us online at colonialpenn.com. That number again is 1-800-909-4488. Call now.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on 100.1 WKQQ.
They believe they could, and now it's a reality. Two single mothers started a new business together called A New You. Our Deanne Stevens is out and about with the details. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are here at A New You, encouraging everyone to become a new you. I love the story about this new day spa. Thelma and Ashley with us today. We're going to let Ashley work over there on those eyelash extensions. We're talking about a new you, Thelma, and you and Ashley have a great story in starting this business together. Why did you guys decide to do this?
Well, we just worked for people for, 10 years, and we've always made a good team, and we just thought, let's do this for ourselves. Let's inspire other single mothers to get out here, believe in yourself, and just make things happen.
That single mother thing can be a real struggle when you're juggling kids and schedules and work and everything else. You guys are also catering to single mothers and saying, come on in, we'll cover you when you can get here, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll work around your schedule so you can come in and just have a full day of you. To have a new you.
Pampering. We're talking about pampering.
Yes, pampering.
What are some of the services that you offer?
I do massage. I also do ear candling and body treatments, as far as we offer a scrub and a paraffin body treatment.
Okay, what's ear candling?
It's so when people who have sinus issues, things like that going on, it's just a little cone that you put in the ear, you light the end of it, and it creates a suction, and then it draws all of that out and relieves all of the sinus pressure that you have.
Wow, I'm learning something here at A New You. Ashley is with us, and Ashley is working on, I'm not going to let you mess it up, working on eyelash extensions. Okay, they're hugely popular, aren't they?
They are so popular, and they are just becoming more and more popular as people are learning that this is possible.
Yeah, and you guys said you decided to offer some things to make people feel like a new you. You can reinvent yourself at any time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and we're offering some amazing deals in March. We're going to be doing $30 bikini waxes and $50 Brazilian waxes, getting ready for spring. Spring break's coming up, so just trying to get people in the door to come see a new you and
tell folks
relax.
To relax. We all love that, and we all need that in the spring, right? Well, tell folks where you're located.
We are at 3306 Clays Mill Road, Suite 203.
And do you have a website where people can check out your services?
We do. It's anewyoulex.com.
Okay, so check it out for yourself. I'll let you get back to our eyelash extensions. Check out A New You. Become a new you. Be inspired by these single moms who are taking on A New You Day Spa. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys.
Attention Star Wars fans, The Force Awakens will be available for digital download April 1st. Viewers can download other features as well, like deleted scenes and other material from director J.J. Abrams. The Force Awakens is the highest grossing film of all time in the U.S., making more than $925 million. When a 2-year-old has a fashion emergency, who do you call? Well, how about a 911 call, which led to a cute encounter coming up.
This new DQ chicken bruschetta is a high-end Italian sports car. No, actually, it's oven-hot focaccia bread, a balsamic glaze. It's a high-end Italian
Romance.
No, it's chopped tomatoes and herbs. It's a high-end Italian
Fashion.
It's a high-end Italian sandwich.
I like sandwich.
The new DQ Bakes Chicken Bruschetta, a premium Italian sandwich at a not-so-premium price. Hot out of the oven, only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Hey, Joe, how you doing with your new hearing aids?
Hey, Marty, they're great. I just wish I'd done it sooner.
If you play the TV too loudly, or if listening in some situations has become difficult, you're needed to participate in a special program called the 10-Day Challenge. You'll receive a complete hearing test and evaluation absolutely free.
Come on and be one of the 100 participants and take the 10-day challenge.
Hearing Solutions, helping you listen to what you're missing.
Philip Pratt, a proud grandfather, a loving and caring family man, a hard-working small business owner, someone who knows how to grow jobs and change the landscape in Frankfurt. Philip Pratt will hold government accountable responsibly, fight Obama's crippling government overreach on our agriculture economy, and preserve our Kentucky heritage in Owen and Scott County. On Tuesday, March 8th, vote Philip Pratt for state representative.
I'm John Morgan. For almost 30 years, we've had the opportunity to help you at one of your most desperate hours. An accident takes seconds to occur, but the injuries, loss of income, and medical bills can last a long time, even a lifetime. Our job is to make sure that your justice compensates you for your pain and suffering and protects your family for the rest of your life. Remember, I'm not just a lawyer, I'm your lawyer. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
These creamery shakes are so rich and creamy.
I know. Finally a shake for an aficionado like myself.
Wait, you're a shake aficionado?
Not a shake aficionado. The shake aficionado.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, perhaps you could be one too. Go ahead.
There's a coolness. It's cold.
Okay, ice cream is cold. Stop the presses, guys. Ice cream is cold. Says Pete. Print it.
New slow-turned creamery shakes are here in premium flavors like bourbon brown sugar. And all shakes are half price after 8 p.m. This is how you Sonic.
Back here at Kroger on Richmond Road in Lexington. We're here through 6:30 this evening. WKYT Midland Weather Radios combining forces to give you a good discount on weather radios that will alert you to severe thunderstorms and tornado warnings. Thanks, sir. Another satisfied customer right there. We are giving you the opportunity to come out here and get the discount prices with the Midland Weather Radios, and we're programming those for you for free. How about that? Let's look outside real quickly and show you what is going on. Since I'm cooped up inside here right now, live Skycam showing that we have some good looking conditions across most of the area in terms of where we were early in the day. Some clouds across the Lexington area, peak or two of sunshine, current temperature generally upper 30s to low 40s depending on exactly where you are across central and eastern Kentucky. Most areas though will drop through the 30s very quickly as we go through the next several hours. Better weather for the weekend and especially into next week. We'll touch on that when I come back a little later on. Right now it's likely to be a little busy on the roadways. Let's check in with my buddy Mike Linden to give us an update on the roads on this Friday afternoon. Mike.
Chris, people are getting out on the roadways now as we are seeing the traffic slowly beginning to get a little bit busier right now overlooking the Winchester Road, Man of War, I-75 corridor there, and you can see all the roadways leading to the interstate are starting to slow down a little bit. But the interstate itself, all systems go. Russell Cave Road, Paris Pike, Bryan Station, all looking pretty good. Surrounding Lexington and Newtown Pike as well. You are good to go if you are hitting the roadways. And as far as your drive times across the state, those are normal outside of Paris Pike. Things are slowing down. A 22-minute ride out of Lexington.
Mike, thank you. According to one search engine, one country's population may soon grow, and a special call for the fashion police. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this. Since Super Tuesday, Google says searches for how to move to Canada have jumped 1,500%. People are threatening to relocate there if Donald Trump becomes president. Some think the Canadians don't want that many Americans, but Cape Breton Island in Nova Scotia does. It's gorgeous, but it has a dwindling population, so they actually launched a campaign for Americans to move there if Trump wins. They've had almost 1 million hits. To a 2-year-old girl in South Carolina struggling to get dressed is an emergency. The Greenville County Sheriff's Office says the child called 911 asking for help getting dressed. Her parents didn't know she had made the call, thinking it was just a 911 hang-up. A deputy went to the home to check it out.
The door opened up and she comes running out to the front with half a pant leg on, and she's just like, hey! I just ended up sitting down on the stairs and helping her put on the rest of her pants, and then it was almost like a reward. She just wanted a hug. And your video again?
Well, the deputy called the emergency the best part of her shift. That is a sweet story, but kids, don't call 911 to get help getting dressed. Stick with us. Here's what we're working on for you on this Friday afternoon, coming your way now at 5 o'clock.